So how the real estate bubble is gonna pop this time? That's a question that I've been asked many times lately, and simple answer is that nobody knows. Nobody knows. But if I would have to guess, I think it's gonna happen as a consequence of the recession that we're jumping into right now. What happens is that once recession hits, people start losing jobs. Once people start losing jobs, they start losing homes. So usually they start losing their toys first. So if they had a boat, and if you're planning to buy a boat as a foreclosure boat, that's gonna be a good time. Then they start losing their expensive cars, and then they start losing their second homes, and then they start losing their main residence, whatever they're living. So I think that's what's going to happen this time. That's my guess. I mean, I've been a real estate broker during the last crisis, during 08, 09. That was a different crisis in many ways. This one seems more complex, but I think those are the mechanisms that's the main mechanism that are gonna trigger. So what happened during the last week is that the Feds rise the interest rates, and you can see it in your residential interest rate. It seems like half an hour ago it was 3.5%, 3%, but now it's 5%. The 30 years fixed, conventional, assuming that you have decent credit. But that it doesn't finish there. The problem is that the Feds had announced 5 more hikes, and if you consider that people buy based on affordability, so prices are usually what they are. When people ask me, I want to buy a house up to this price in this neighborhood, I mean, prices are what they are. What changes is affordability. So if the payments is the important portion. If the payment changes, then people need to decide if they can afford it or they cannot. So if your interest rate went from, again, 3.5 to 5%, and let's say that increased the payment of someone $300, then they say, I cannot afford it. Some people start dropping. So there are less buyers in the economy. The less buyers, the less demand, prices usually drop. Okay, so those are the consequences. So, but coming back to the initial question, if you ask me how the bubble is going to pop this time, I think it's through recession. My name is Germán Llanos. I'm the managing broker of 24 Hour Real Estate. We have offices in Chicago and Dallas, and we can help you buy, sell, or lease. I'm always ready and available to work for you. Got a pretty decent team in both cities, and I'm looking forward to working for you. Have a great weekend.